Hey y'all! Okay, this is a little bit of an unplanned, spontaneous little thing, but this story has been on my mind, and I was actually fixing to do something else in another part of the house, and I really felt like it was impressed upon me that I need to share this. So I don't know if it's like because we've just had, Friendsgiving, Thanksgiving, we're going into Christmas, or maybe you're watching this like in the middle of the spring. It doesn't really matter. It's a timeless, seasonless story. And it's kind of in regards to the best gift, right? Which, if you follow me on the socials, you've already seen me kind of talking about this. The best gift usually that we can ever give is the gift of us and our heart and our love, right? So I had a situation where I was a single person, and it was actually during COVID, so that made it even more weird because there was not all the things you could normally do. And so I was feeling a little lonely, and it was just, I'm usually pretty self-entertained. I've always got lots of projects and love to read and all that, but I just was feeling it. I don't know. Have you ever been feeling it before? You felt like the lonely vibes. And so I have a friend, and we were talking back and forth. And so, she was just like, I'm going to be praying for you. It's going to be okay. I know God sees you, all the things. Well, later in the day, she texted me and said, hey, which of these few movies, and she listed like 4 or 5 movies, do you love or have you ever seen? And I was like, oh, they're probably getting ready for date night. And so I was like, well, I've seen this one. I don't remember that. I've never seen these, whatever. So she was like, okay, let's watch whatever one. And I was like, okay, I don't know who she's talking to, but awesome. And so I was like, okay, great. Is that what you and your hubs are going to do, for the night? And she was like, no, he is doing something with so-and-so. And so what I thought is we could have a movie night. Okay, y'all, she is in Virginia. I was in Texas. I was like, what is our plan? And she's like, so what we're going to do is, this is where you go get the movie, or, whatever streaming service it was on. I can't even remember. And so we had that Voxer app, which, think of it like walkie-talkie, or you could just talk, like text together. She said, we are going to start the movie at exactly the same time. And then we're going to go back and forth on text or with our voice throughout the whole movie together. Like anything we think of, like you're going to have your popcorn and candy, be piled up in your bed with all the blankies. I'm going to have mine, and we're going to have girlfriend night at the movies together. And I was like, no way. Like, y'all, it touched me so much. I started crying immediately. I go, you do not have to do that. And she goes, I don't have any plans, and I feel lonely during COVID and everything. So I want to. This would be so fun, because how else could we ever have a movie night together, living all these miles apart? And so I was like, really? So we did. And y'all, it was so much fun. But really, so that is a great idea. If you have family members, loved ones that live continents apart or across these great United States, and you don't get to actually be together, girlfriends, guy friends, whatever, groups that you just miss, that can be a fun idea. But the greater thing was, it was such a gift to me, her thoughtfulness for me, her creativity to create a way for us to get to hang out together that was so unconventional. And maybe you guys have already thought of all that, but I'd never done anything like that. And it just touched my heart so much. And so that's what I wanted to pop on and say is like, it's the gift of us. It's the gift of our presence. It's the gift of us wanting to be with one another. It's not like the price of the gift or like, the actual gift itself. It's that we are the gift to one another, the gift of time and creativity and love and thoughtfulness, that kindness, it's just irreplaceable. So I had done a Zoom earlier, so that's why I was like, oh gosh, all the ring lights, the computer, everything. But I just popped back in here because I was like, it's just too juicy good not to share. So maybe that can inspire some of you to think outside the box for your creativity for the holiday season or whatever season it may be. It could be like spring, Easter, birthdays, anniversaries, whatever. But just how much it meant to me to have a girlfriend go out of her way to create such a fun memory, to create such a fun event, if you will, just for the two of us, to have girlfriend night at the movies together, thousands of miles apart, each piled up in our own beds with our laptops open, with popcorn and candy and Coke in hand, going back and forth about everything that we loved about the movie, just as if we were piled up in my couch watching it under a blankie, together. So first of all, thanks a million, Maddie, for being that girlfriend. Mwah. I never forget all that you poured into me, especially in that season. Every day, but especially then. And second of all, may we be those girlfriends, right? To those that we love, or family members, right? And so that's it. It's just short and sweet, but I wanted to pop on and just share that story with you guys in case, like I said, it can inspire you to further heights of greatness in your generous heart of giving to others. Or maybe even how you can give and also receive, right? In the same gesture. Because you matter. Your presence makes all the difference in the world, on this planet, to every single life you touch. So I pray that'll bless you this week. As always, like, share, subscribe, do the things. And hope you're having the most blessed day ever. Thanks a million for tuning in and having just a little minute with me. See you next time.